My parents came for a visit last week and they stayed for 1 week for kids' Christmas concerts. But first thing first was Zumba. And then we went home and I had breakfast with my tea, and we made a plan for the week. We had a whole schedule with everything. And then my mom and I decided to make some pelmeni, which is basically Russian dumplings, for my husband as his present for Christmas from my mom. But we made it together, and that's what we spent the most of the day doing. But at the same time, we also made some borscht, which is Russian beet soup, and prepped some other things for our Russian feast that we were going to have later in the week. And also we had the movie going, which was Sound of Music, my mom's favorite movie. We had some teas and some snacks, and my oldest son was actually home and he was sick that day, so he was watching a movie while we were making all this stuff and also cooking and listening to the movie. Then we picked up my other kids from school and drove home. Actually, not home, we went to squash. My parents watched them play squash at our club, and then we took a little tour, looked at some Christmas lights at the club with the pool, which is so pretty. The next morning, we went out for breakfast before a big shopping day. We went to probably 20 stores looking for Christmas decorations and lots of other things that I can't remember now, but we made a few returns, bought a few pretty things, had beautiful lunch and teas and coffees, and we were properly tired by the time I had to pick up my kids from school. Here's the coffee that we're having, and we stopped by a Russian store and got some pirashki, which is now what we're having with our coffee, which was so yummy with cherries. You see me having it. The next day we went straight back to chopping and cutting all the things that go into a Russian salad. Actually, not the next day, the third day, because the second day we were out all day shopping. So we spent a lot of time chopping, which we love to do. And then the fourth day was our organize the house day, which we went through my closet and went through all the things, tried them on, made a bunch of piles. One pile, my mom was taking a few clothes. Then we made a donation pile and another pile that was for me to store for another time. And that's my closet. We're going through a bunch of things. My mom and I are so fast, and you can even see in the video, this did not take long. We are extremely fast. So we put things away in the bin, which was super fun. Stopped for lunch, stopped for breakfast. Well, probably not breakfast that day, but lunch, had some leftovers. And here we are finishing up my closet. This, as you can see, is super fun for my mom and I. This is our fun. We're cooking and shopping and organizing, donating. My probably least favorite thing to do is to drop off the donations, but I forced myself and I did it, and it felt really good afterwards. But I love having more space in the closet and less in my closet. Organized it, purged it, and let me show you. Oh my gosh, it's pretty empty now. Okay. Pretty empty. Let's look inside the drawer. Pretty organized. Let's see. Oh, this one's empty. Pretty good. Here's a Russian feast that we had on a Wednesday. It was pickled herring, some sprouts, some mushrooms, some Korean carrots, a Russian salad. Here we go. And then another Russian salad, vinaigrette, and then pickled tomatoes, and my favorite ever, the shredded egg thingies. And here are some pelmeni, which is the Russian dumpling. Here's my favorite part of the week. Was on Friday morning. We went to this workout class. It was for charity, and this is what they had us do. It was so fun. This is my mom jumping up and down with a towel. So awesome. It was super fun. Of course, then we had to have some food and go to Winners to get some sweaters. Then we went to see a Christmas Carol play all together, the 8 of us, which was so great. I have never seen it, and I loved it so much. I cried a little bit. And that same day, we also went to see my oldest son play hockey, and that was really fun. They're so fast. So here's my parents saying hi, and we're watching some hockey. That was the conclusion of our week. together with my parents.